guys, welcome back to my channel. I've been pumped for this video because it's one that's like been in the back of my head forever and I just haven't stopped to do. Because for me, eating healthy is all about finding ways to make simple swaps so that you can still enjoy things that you love, but try to reduce all the junk that you don't need so you can lose weight and feel amazing. So I'm gonna share 5 of my favorite super easy swaps for you today. Plus I have a giveaway in this video. So if you are just as excited as I am to figure out what all these little swaps are, sweat the thumbs up, give it a little click, and let's dive into number 1. So one of the foods that I kind of stopped eating when I was able to finally lose 45 pounds was cereal. But it's not just like, I mean, I still like cereal. It's just about picking the right things. But I used to eat cereal for breakfast every single morning if I ate breakfast. I did, there's like a certain brand, I don't want to throw them under the bus, but they have like a diet where you basically eat 2 bowls of their cereal a day and you're supposed to lose all this weight. I did all those crazy diets, you guys. But as I started figuring out what food really does for our bodies and how our bodies process food, I realized that most of those cereals, like this one that's supposed to be fruit and yogurt and super healthy, they are loaded with sugar, like so much crazy sugar. So this is one of those cereals that I was talking about, and it says it has fruit and yogurt. And I mean, even just looking at it, there's not really that much fruit. It's dehydrated fruit, but I like literally see a speck the size of an ant. And the yogurt doesn't have any probiotics or any of those benefits that you'd actually get from eating yogurt. Not to mention, the grains are highly processed in here. There's a bunch of ingredients that you can't name, and the third ingredient is actually sugar. So eating this first thing in the morning, you're gonna get a quick spike, but you're gonna use that and your body's gonna be like, what's going on? And that's when you have those crashes. So a better alternative for a breakfast food, especially to swap your cereal, is something like pancakes. I know you thought I was gonna say like boring oatmeal, which I love oatmeal. Oatmeal is a great swap. Doing an oatmeal instead of cereal or overnight oats, obviously you're getting less sugar, like way less. You're getting more whole grains. Your body's able to digest that, more fiber, all of those things that you want from a breakfast food. But a protein pancake like this, I'm sorry, which would you rather eat in the morning? Boring, sad cereal or protein pancakes that are delicious with maple syrup, with a little bit of whipped cream. You're still gonna get significantly less sugar. I think it was 4 times the amount of protein and a fraction of the sugar, and have so much more energy and fuel. And the more protein you have in your food, the more you're able to build lean muscle and burn fat naturally. So in my cereal with milk, it's estimated to have 23 grams of sugar. You guys, you're only supposed to have as a woman like 24 grams of added sugar in a day, and you're getting 23 in this one tiny little cereal bowl. So instead, with protein pancakes like this, you're getting at most maybe 5 grams of sugar, which is nothing, and all of those other added benefits. You guys know I love a good cocktail. It's special. It's a moment for me. I love it on the weekends. When I was struggling with my weight and my health, I knew that that was one of my biggest issues because I was working at a wine bar, I was drinking like every single day, really, really sugary cocktails, lots and lots of wine. So for me, one of the first things I did when I was like wanting to lose weight and get healthier was realize that I needed to make changes to my drinking, but I didn't want to like say like, oh, I can never have a drink again, because it wasn't about having a problem with alcohol. I just needed to cut down those calories, because at the end of the day, you guys, 3,500 calories equals 1 pound of fat. 3,500 excess calories equals 1 pound of excess fat. So if you are having a drink like a margarita, which everyone loves a good margarita, that can be about 500 calories and 30 to 50 grams of sugar, which is absolutely nuts. So one of the first things I did was started just reducing the amount of those cocktails I was having in a given week and saying, you know what, I'm just gonna have a cocktail on the weekend versus all week long. The other thing I did starting this year was I actually started swapping a lot of my cocktails with Ritual Zero Proof. So this is a brand I've showed you guys before. I freaking love them. I love that I get to partner with them and share them with you, because not only is it 0 calories, 0 GMOs, like it is so clean, real ingredients you can pronounce, but the great thing about it is it also doesn't have alcohol. So you're not getting the calories from alcohol, and you're not getting all those sugary calories from mixes, but you can still make a delicious cocktail. And for me, like, I just like the experience. Like, I like mixing up a drink. Like, that's really fun for me. I don't need all the sugar. I don't need all the calories. I don't need the actual alcohol. So Ritual Zero Proof uses real botanicals to make them super similar in flavor and everything that you get in a tequila, or this is the gin. I used all of the tequila alternative because I love it so much. But the flavor is really, really awesome. I do it with soda water. I use it like, especially if like on a Taco Tuesday, I'm like, you know what? I want a margarita, but I don't really want a margarita because I don't want those extra 300 to 500 calories. Then I'll use Ritual to swap that in so I can still like feel like I'm enjoying myself like that, have something delicious and tasty without all the added junk. If you guys haven't tried it yet, I do have a code for $10 off, so just use the code LOVESWEATFITNESS. I'll put the link down below. They make a gin alternative, a tequila alternative, a whiskey alternative, so kind of no matter like what vibe you're feeling, they have something for you. And then again, it's just a really great option to easily swap in without feeling like you're giving something up that you enjoy. And that's the key for me with all these swaps. Like, I don't want to give stuff up that I like. I just want to make like better choices. And you can save yourself hundreds of calories and hundreds of grams of sugar by swapping this even just for one drink a week. Like, imagine, that's crazy. So alcohol is one of those things that sneaks in and adds up really, really fast. So we're just gonna swap it out. My next swap is kind of a weird one. It's not like a standard, like, oh, swap cereal for pancakes, whatever. This one is more with your cooking. So like most people, I was someone who would just like olive oil, like pour it over everything. And healthy fats are so good for us. We need them. If you use any of my meal plans, you guys know that I'm a fan of fat. However, it also is very high in calories and can add up very quickly if you're not mindful of how much you're using and when you're having it throughout the day. So one side note, really fast, I have to remind you guys, I do have a giveaway at the end of this video, so like stay here, it's coming, and I'll tell you more about that. But back to my olive oil. So something that I started doing that has made a huge difference is I started swapping my oil for a chicken or a bone broth or a vegetable stock, any of those. So like, you don't think about it because you're like, oh no, I put oil when I saute vegetables, or I put oil when I do this, but it adds up so fast. So if you look at your olive oil, it has like per 1 tablespoon, you guys, 1 tablespoon, it's like the size of your thumb, not very much, 14 grams of fat, no protein, 120 calories. So calories not like crazy, right? But like 14 grams of fat. And when you're cooking, I guarantee you, you're probably using 2 to 4 tablespoons. So 14 times 2, 3, 4, right? It adds up quick. And that's just in the olive oil you're using to cook, not even in like the flavor. Obviously adds a little bit, but it's just one of those things that adds up too fast. So I try to use my olive oil mostly when I'm putting it on a salad and I'm really controlling the portion because I know how much is going versus cooking. It gets like cooked up and then you feel like you need more and more and more. But when I'm cooking my vegetables, I've switched to a chicken stock or a broth, whether I'm doing it on the stove, if I'm putting them in the oven, if I'm doing them in the Instapot. It just is such a great alternative that adds flavor without adding tons of calories. So this one is 60 calories in the entire container. So I'm only probably using 1/4 cup depending on what I'm cooking, 0 grams of fat, but I get 15 grams of protein. So again, being mindful of those swaps, I'd rather save some of my healthy fats for avocado or peanut butter, things that I'm really gonna enjoy the flavor of versus like olive oil cooking my veggies, kind of a waste, right? So this is a great alternative to make that swap when you're cooking and save yourself excess grams of fat so you can enjoy them at another time in your day. Let's talk about bread. I feel like bread gets such a bad rap, and like I did every low carb, no carb diet under the sun, and it's so crazy because when I look at my body when I was cutting carbs out versus now when I eat carbs consistently throughout the day, it's night and day. I'm way fitter, way trimmer, way more muscular, way more toned, but where you're getting your carbs matters, and the types of ingredients in those matters because your body absorbs foods differently depending on how they're processed or not processed and what's happening inside of them. So I have like one like, we're not gonna eat it option, and 2 really good options that are great swaps for that. So this is a naturally flavored butter enriched wheat bread. This is like your standard bread. It gives you a lot of information in the name, but it's like just like the standard bread you get on the shelf that you don't really like look at the ingredients of. First of all, the ingredients list is about a mile long. And the first ingredient is unbleached enriched flour, wheat flour, malted barley, blah, 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 sugar, liquid sugar, like it goes on, you know? It's 140 calories in 2 slices, whatever, I'm not worried about calories. 27 grams of carbs, protein, great. My concern here is not the nutritional panel as far as carbs, protein, sugars. Those are all fine. My concern is the actual enriched wheat, because your body absorbs it differently and breaks it down differently, and it is super, super processed. So we're gonna say goodbye to that. And we're gonna have 2 other options for you. So one is more of a whole grain, whole wheat bread, so that there's more fiber. Your body uses that as energy, and it's slower to break it down throughout the day, so you have more prolonged energy versus like a big quick spike that you burn out later, just kind of like we were talking about with the cereal. So this is like Dave's Epic Killer Bread, whatever, it's a great one. It's actually a bagel. Yeah, I eat bagels sometimes, Ryan loves these. But these are just so much better for you. Organic whole wheat flour, even if it's not organic, you guys, whole wheat flour, whole wheat oats, everything is whole, not enriched, not processed, not bleached, whole. And that is really the key. So this one has more calories, has a little bit higher fat, more carbs, also has 13 grams of protein though, so you're getting more protein and better carbohydrates for your body to use. Also have the AWG grain-free bread. So this one just has organic arrowroot flour, organic almond flour, organic coconut flour, 3 grams of protein, so less protein than this one over here, but less fat, less carbohydrates as well. So if you're wanting only 90 calories per serving, if you're wanting to kind of cut calories and make sure that you're getting something that will fill you up, that you can feel really good about, has no grains, which is absolutely amazing. It's paleo, vegan, non-GMO. This is such a good option. I love it. Obviously, I'm obsessed with it. I'm a partner with them as well, and I just like partner in the company. It's very cool. Ryan and I are. So if you guys want to check this out, I'll put the link down below for AWG as well. But really, when it comes to your bread, again, carbs are your friend. You need them. It is the first thing our body uses for energy. So be carb friendly. Just be conscious of the ingredients. If it says enriched, get rid of it. Number 5, ice cream. I used to be the biggest ice cream eater in the world, and well, there's a lot of alternative options. I actually did a whole video on this. If you haven't seen it, go watch that as well. There are some good options out there, but a lot of them have like weird ingredients and like fake sugars and all of that junk. So this one is Ben & Jerry peanut butter fudge core. We're not gonna tell Ryan to have this. I'm gonna throw it away after this because he'll be like, he loves peanut butter. So this is the alternative I make for him that he loves just as much, because truly when you stop eating the junk, especially sugar, you guys, you'll notice there's like a trend with sugars, excess sugars, we want them out. When you stop eating it, your body really does stop craving it. That's why I have a sugar detox guide, because I help you get there. It's really important. So then you can actually enjoy these things occasionally and not be like, I need to eat the entire pint. However, I want to give you some comparisons. So I swapped this for yogurt with protein powder and peanut butter. So it's Greek yogurt with chocolate protein powder mixed in and peanut butter. And if you want the like ice creamy experience, throw it in the freezer for 30 minutes and it'll get icier, more like a like frozen yogurt, you know what I mean? But this is, to me, truly just as good at this as this one, but it's completely different. So this ice cream in the same serving size, so 2/3 of a cup, you have, wait for it, 26 grams of fat. 26 grams of fat, oh my gosh. You have 33 grams of sugar and only 8 grams of protein. That's nuts. You don't even want to know the whole container, I'll tell you. It's 1,260 calories. So like, you know, if you're trying to lose weight, that's like a day's calories, like it's crazy. It has 99 grams of sugar and 25 grams of protein. Finally, we get like a decent amount of protein if you eat the whole thing, but then you have 100 grams of sugar basically, so, ooh, okay, no. So we're gonna swap it for this. I used this like 000, 17 grams of protein, no sugar added, no artificial sweeteners, Greek yogurt. So Greek yogurt is the best because it has so much protein in it. This one is not plain, it's vanilla, so it does have a little bit of a sweetness, but again, no added sugars. So it has 6 grams of sugars total. Same serving size, you guys, same serving size. So we already have 17 grams of protein, 6 grams of sugar, that is it. Then I added some chocolate protein powder that has no sugar in it, and it has another 14 grams of protein. So we are like getting up there in our protein. We're in the 30s now, which is amazing. And then I added just crunchy peanut butter, and I just swirled it in there, and now I have this chocolatey, peanut buttery, yummy dessert that has like 6 grams of sugar, 30-something grams of protein. It only has probably, I don't know, 9 grams of fat from the peanut butter, like tablespoon of peanut butter. That's it. It is such a delicious, yummy dessert. I mean, you could eat it for breakfast if you want, to be honest, but it's such a great swap from this artificial junk to something that is loaded with amazing benefits without all the added sugars that truly are detrimental not only to any weight loss goals you have, but it messes with your metabolism, it messes with your energy levels, your blood sugar levels spiking all day. Like, it can make you not sleep well. There are so many negative impacts of excess sugar. So to be able to have a go-to healthy swap like this for dessert is such a good call. So this is just 5 swaps. I literally have hundreds in my head, things that I've done over the years that I know you guys would find super helpful. So if you like this video concept, I was thinking about making like a series around it. Comment down below and let me know if you want to see different swaps and kind of what stuff you want to see. I also have so many delicious, easy, healthy recipes and swap ideas in my Guiltless Nutrition Lifestyle and Recipe book for you guys. So I'm going to link that down below too. There's over 130 recipes and all of my tips for like when you're eating out, what kind of swaps to make to reach your goals and lose weight and stay super healthy. And I have a giveaway for you. So I want to help you guys reach your goals in your health and fitness journey and just self-care and taking care of your body. So I'm going to put together a giant box of tons of my favorite things, all things self-care, fitness, health, everything. A huge box for you guys. All you have to do is subscribe to my channel, like this video, and comment down below, and I'm going to be picking one winner that I'll be announcing on my Instagram, so make sure you're following at Love Sweat Fitness. I'll put everything down below for you too. So if you want to win a giant box of stuff, like all my favorite things, that's all you got to do. Hope you guys love this video. I will see you so soon. Bye.